Hi, my loves. So, I want to talk to you about being tired on your healing journey as you're doing all the shadow work and bringing things up that about yourself that you've buried. I think a lot of people view shadow work as being scary and it's frightening, but really, it's not at all like that. It's nothing to be afraid of because it's just you. These are just all the emotions that you've swallowed, you've kept hidden, you've kept him held in your body. And this has been a tremendous weight in your body. Think about it, all these emotions you've been carrying around with you. It's quite tiring that you've been carrying this around all of your life until now, until you've been connecting with the shadow part of yourself, the part of yourself that you've shut off because you weren't accepted as yourself. The truths that you've had to swallow just to make other people feel comfortable. It's just been this heavy weight. And so now you're connecting with it. All this emotional baggage being carried around. It's really tiring as you're releasing it and connecting more with it. I don't know about you, but I get to the stage where I'm just totally exhausted with it all. I'm just sleeping a lot more. I'm finding that I'm just wanting to just sit outside and just be with myself to process it all. I'd love to know what you're going through if you want to let me know in the comments. I think there's a big collective shift going on right now where everybody's going through it. A lot of people are going through this, feeling this time where you're just integrating your part of yourself, getting to know more about these aspects of yourself that you've buried, connecting with your emotional self. I just there's things that I've connected with over the last month has been absolutely astounding to me. All this pain and hurt that I've buried inside myself of the worthlessness and not feeling that I'm worth loving. That really surprised me that I just felt that I'm not worth loving. I'm afraid you're afraid just to be yourself because you've been rejected for so many years. It's rejected so much that being yourself is wrong. And speaking your truth is wrong. And so that's created a disconnect of trusting yourself as well. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust who you are. You don't trust your feelings because you've been told for so many years that your feelings are not important. What you feel about yourself, what you feel is not right. It's wrong. So many aspects of yourself are just so wrong. And you've had to deny yourself just to survive. So when you're doing the shadow work, it's all about accepting these emotions, accepting these parts of yourself without judgment and just allowing yourself to feel it, allowing it to be there. So what I've been doing myself is just, okay, this is how I'm feeling. I'm safe now to feel my feelings. I'm safe to connect with it. I'm going to allow this feeling to be here because this is what your parts of you just want to be acknowledged. This pain and this hurt wants to be acknowledged. It wants to be seen by you. It wants to be felt by you. It has to be felt so you can shed light on it. So you can bring it out of the shadow and into the light. And you're loving it without judgment. You're just loving all those parts of you. The inner child, connecting with your inner child. That inner child has been feeling so worthless. Like she's not worth loving. I've been spending the last month nurturing her and saying that she's worth loving. It's the thing that you do every single day, the reparenting, every single day. It's you're worth loving, you're important. It's safe now to be yourself because you've just been so afraid of your light, afraid of yourself, because you've just been made to think that you're being you is so wrong. And this is the part that's it can take a while to integrate this part of yourself, being accepted for who you are, loving all of yourself, that you are worth loving, that you are important, and those parts of you are not wrong, and that you there's never been anything wrong with you, that everything about you is right, everything about you is loved, and you are loved because you exist, and it's talking to yourself. And I've I've been like researching how to do this, how to do the shadow work, how to integrate it, and how to just allow it. And what I've come to believe is to do the shadow work, there's a few things I want to help you with the shadow work. How to know what you've put in the shadow, what you've hidden, what you've swallowed, how it's affected you. Because it does affect your energy levels. And it can be exhausting now revealing this truth about yourself and feeling it and releasing the pain and hurt in your body. Your body can now start to relax. And you're experiencing the tiredness as you're shifting through it and moving through it. Because it can affect your health in a big way. Because it affected my health in a big way. Autoimmune conditions, and it can affect your periods and everything as a woman. Because of the emotions that it's held in your body, and it can affect all the processes in your body, and especially your digestion. My digestion was in bits for years. It's still not completely right. And I felt that it can create a lot of bladder issues and maybe going to the toilet, things like that. Because the fear can be held in your bladder too. So there's a lot at stake here. There's a lot of things at play. And the more that you release the hurt and the pain they're doing the shadow work, the more that you can get more relief from that, and your digestion starts working more correctly. You're starting to have a bit can start having a bit more energy as this integration starts to process and start strengthening your body again. But this part of the shadow work part, it's tiring, it really is tiring. So you have to rest a lot more as your body integrates, as your body upgrades, as your body becomes lighter, because you've been carrying this weight, this heaviness around in your body for so long. And as it becomes lighter and you start bringing more light into your body, as you release this pain and hurt, it can be quite tiring. So let's get back to how you can do the shadow work. There's a couple of things I want to help you with here, how to do the shadow work. The first thing I want you to pay attention with is every day as you're going about your day, how are you interacting with the world? How do you interact with everybody around you? With how you react to things. So that's the first thing you can start identifying. Oh, how am I reacting to the world? Am I feeling scared? Am I feeling confident? What is the world trying to tell me? Because the world can be a mirror as to how you see yourself. So maybe you're reacting in a certain way to something or to somebody else. It can be, oh, why did I say that? How did I react like that? Especially if it's not loving or it's not, you don't feel like you're in control of yourself. You feel like you've just projected something onto somebody. Oh, and it's questioning that because this is your shadow part. It's how you're reacting to the other person, how you're reacting in the world. And pay attention to all the patterns, your thoughts about the things, thoughts about yourself, thoughts about situations. What do you dislike about yourself? What do you afraid of in yourself? How do you judge yourself? This is all shadow work as well, is how are you judging yourself? Because you are just pure love. Because you've been conditioned that everything about yourself is wrong, it's now coming back to identifying all this, the self worth aspect of it all, and accepting yourself. It's a self acceptance, accepting these parts of yourself that you've created with no judgment. It's just loving them, loving these parts of yourself, thanking them for being here, protecting you all these years. And now you're giving yourself permission to feel it and let it go. You say, I'm giving myself permission to feel this, to learn from this and to let this go. And now you're choosing to feel a different way. You're choosing to take back your power. You're choosing to let this go. And it's the inner child integration as well. You're giving your inner child what she didn't get as a child, what she didn't need, that she wanted to hear, that the reparenting side of it. You're letting her know what she needed to hear at that time. As you're going through the process of the patterns, the dislikes about yourself, the judging yourself, it's like the pattern interrupting the patterns of how you're feeling. And I find that talking to myself about it helps me, and writing it down. I've made a note of so many things, and I've got this book here that I've been writing in. Anything that, like scenarios that's played out in my day to day, I will write about it so I've got notes on how far I've come, and I'm looking about back of what I've identified, and a lot of it has just come from that I feel worthless in the world. I don't feel like I'm worth anything. I'm not worth loving. I'm not accepted for who I am. I'm afraid to be rejected by people because I've been rejected just by being myself all my life. And then you're creating like a belief, you're creating this dialogue that you're reparenting yourself, you're talking to yourself every single day to erase all this, to embody this feeling of worth again, this feeling of love for yourself again. And it can take time, so you have to be patient with yourself and know that this is part of your initiation. This is part of the next step, the next level of you having more connection with your mission here on earth, your soul purpose. And it can take time. I know sometimes you probably feel frustrated with it, and it's quite lonely, this part of this phase, because you're spending a lot of time with yourself, alone with yourself. So you have to be patient with yourself and give yourself that love, give yourself that time that you need, that there's no rush for this part, and you have to allow it to go through it and allow to process it, because I know how lonely this part can be, and because you just want to be whole and complete, you just want to be who you are, don't you? You just want to be you and feel this love for yourself. So I hope that's helped you in my video today about shadow work, and just to keep going with it, and it will pass, and you will integrate this and come out of the other side of this, and you'll get to that point where, oh my goodness, I'm starting to feel more lightness. I'm starting to feel like the downloads are coming in, and I know what to do, and I'm getting some direction. So just keep going with it. And I'd love to know your takeaway on my video today, and let me know in the comments how you're getting on with your shadow work, because you're not alone in this. There's lots of people going through this right now, this big upgrade in the world. And you have to go through this part. This is so important to integrate all these parts of yourself to build that self worth, build that love for yourself, and feel more confident in being yourself. So if you've got help from my video today, please subscribe and click the bell when you get notified when I'm going to post more videos. I've been stepping back a lot and just being with myself, and I'm coming on here on YouTube, and I'm sharing what I'm going through, what's helping me, so that I can help you go through this process too. So I will be posting more videos when I feel called to help you more and sharing what I'm learning and what I'm doing as well as I am coming back home to the truth of who I am and what my mission is here on earth. Because sometimes what works for somebody else is not always going to work for you as well. Your mission is going to be different from other people's. And I know that you have to learn what you're going to help others with as well. It's part of the soul mission. So thanks for watching. I'm sending you all my love and I'll see you again soon. Take care.